You started a plan. You went 2 weeks in. You were making great progress. You're actually feeling pretty good about yourself. Dropped a little bit of weight, but then you snapped back to your old version of you. You fell off, realized it, got back on, fell off, and you keep repeating the process. It can never really get any longer than 4 weeks worth of progress. Let's uncover why that happens in this video, but most importantly, how you can fix it. The reason why I can talk about this sort of stuff is I've got over 80 transformations like this where I've understood people and their general habits and the psychology they really need in order to get in shape. See, do you know what? A lot of you, and to get results like this, you actually know how to get results like this. They look great, but actually you do know what you're doing. It's more the psychology, it's more the mindset that you're missing as to why you're not in the shape you do. I will tell you right now, the reason we get results like this is because we get our guys acting like athletes rather than thinking they are men trying to follow a meal plan. This is the biggest factor in why you're not in shape yet. So let's dig into the weeds of this video and really get you the answers. So you're making progress, but now you keep cheating on your diet. How does this happen? So you start off, and in fact, let's get the pen out and do some drawing. You want to go from A to B. This is you right now, A in bad shape. You're going to go to B with a six-pack. Set off on your quest, making progress, fall off. Why does this happen? This happens because you start to make progress, and initially it's motivation, it's this new shiny object thing, it's this like, oh, maybe I can change my life thing, that actually that's what's got you started and got you going. You're actually just following this out of pure novelty, out of pure excitement of something new. This is the reason why you can stick to it for 2 weeks, because it's new and it's exciting. The problem is that will fade after about 3 weeks, and you're left with the harsh reality that on like a Tuesday evening, you are eating the same meals again that you've eaten for the last 3 weeks. You're kind of hungry, and you are like not really enjoying the food and the training and this overall process of getting in shape. You're almost like, you're like them kids in school that just didn't enjoy PE and they just have to do it anyway, and everything they do is just a slog and they just don't enjoy it. Or think of any class you did at school that you didn't enjoy. It's just a slog to get through. The time goes slow. Every ounce of work you've got to do, the effort takes 5 times more just to put that in because you don't like doing it. Now, the problem is, as soon as you get to this point here, the reason why most people fall off is your identity is actually made up of the way you are currently. So you are made up of how you see yourself and your self-image. And unfortunately, your self-image is, I am fairly overweight. I can't stick to anything. I can't train for long enough. I kind of don't really like training. I think training's gay. I need variety with my diet. I like food too much. I like to enjoy food too much. And you have all of these like mindsets and concepts that make up your self-image and your self-identity. And the reason why you've kept these around is these are your safe space for you not achieving the goal that you want to. This list is why you are the way you are right now. So as you come week 1, week 2, week 3, and then fall off, it's because you are starting to leave this version of you behind by following these steps. You're leaving this identity. The problem is a lot of you have no identity to transform into. So when you get far enough away from you, you don't like it because you're like, well, I'm not this guy yet. And also I'm not acting what I'm used to. And my friends keep reminding me, my family keeps reminding me. So of course you fall back and you snap back to this older version of you because it's what you know and it's what's comfortable. Because the more you go into the unknown, the more painful and uncomfortable it gets, and you don't like that, and that's why you snap back. You are scared to leave the old version of you, which I totally understand. This has been you for the longest period of time. This has been you all the way up to your where you are right now in life. So I understand that to leave this version of you is kind of scary because you're like, well, who am I going to become then? You can't walk around this earth with no identity. So I fully understand that to leave this version of you is hard and it's painful. Of course it is. But you've got to. Now, it feels unappetizing to let go of your comforts. This is what I see. For most people that don't make the transformation, it's because we'll come on to how you can actually like get around this point. But for the most people, you just don't want to leave your comforts. You like snacking. You like lying in bed. You like not really doing fitness. You don't really want to do any of these things. And that's really where the issue lies. You just like your comforts too much. Or should I say you like them 51% more than you like the idea of getting in shape. And that's why you can never like stick to something for long enough. Now, to cut a long story short, the way you're going to go from here to here is you need to already act like the guy who is at B, i.e., you already need to act like the guy in these after photos here. This is how I get the results I do, because I don't get guys in the starting photo to think they're following a plan to get in shape. I get the guys in the start photo to actually see themselves as the guy that's already at the end. I get you to already see you are an athlete, because when you see and believe you are an athlete, you will act like one. Now, if you act like an athlete, what's going to happen? You're going to look like one eventually. It's the same way you would think, I can get to act like an athlete when I have a six-pack. There's a wrong way of looking at it. The way you need to look at it is, I act like an athlete now, therefore I will get the six-pack because I'm doing the actions that the six-pack guy would do. And that's how you're actually going to be able to get in shape. So letting go leaves you no option but to face your insecurities. So a lot of you that don't want to do this A to B scenario where you act like the guy at B, the reason being is you don't want to let go of your comforts, because when you let go, it leaves you no option but to face your insecurities. It leaves you no option to have that harsh look in the mirror and to be like, look, I'm not actually that disciplined. I'm not that consistent. I'm not that tough as I thought I was. And that is very, very damaging to a man's ego. And you can say you don't have an ego. Everyone has a fucking ego, no matter how big nor small. And it just depends in which areas. Everyone has a big ego in one area of their life, because there's one thing you're good at or you've done long enough where you'd have a big ego. It might just be your ability to sink 10 pints on a weekend. That might be your ego. It could be anything. But a lot of you, unfortunately, do not want to face your insecurities, and you don't want to leave your comforts. And it's the combination of these two as to why you don't stick to anything for long enough. Like, one of your insecurities might be you just don't want to keep going to the gym because you know you are fairly weak. You're kind of a middle-aged guy and you think, well, I should have learned this years ago. Now this kind of feels bad. I can tell you from my own experience, like, I've been boxing nearly a year, like, properly. And I'm now 30. So realistically, you would think, you're a bit late, start at 29. You're a bit late to, like, start boxing, surely. You just need to have that approach where, like, nothing's ever too late and age is just a fucking number, because you're going to have the skill for the rest of your life. Like, a lot of you, it's never too late to get in shape, because you're going to walk around in this physique for the rest of your life. How can it ever be too late to get in shape? Even if you're in your 50s, it's not too late to get in shape, because you're going to walk around in that body for the next 30 years, which is a long period of time. A lot of you are thinking, I'm already done. I should have done this when I'm younger. Getting in shape is a young man's sport. It's not. Getting in shape is an absolute, like, necessity for any human being on this earth. And that's honestly my mission, just to make you see that and to help you deliver and actually get to that end outcome. Like, I love nothing more than knowing there's men walking around with proper physiques because of the work we've done. That's why I get up. That's why you've seen, if you watch this channel for long enough, I filmed a video every day since the 29th of Jan 24. That's over like 600 videos now of daily videos, because it's an important mission, because it's important that you walk around in a body like this. And it's not just about the body, and we can kind of come on to this point here. It's about you becoming the man. That's what this is really about, because when you become the man who can get a six-pack, you also become the man that is confident, that is disciplined, that is resilient, that is consistent, that has integrity for himself. When you've got these traits, you are going to act like a much better human being in every domain of your life. Your family will benefit it because you have those traits. Do you need to be integral for your family? Do you need to say what you're going to do and do it for your family? Yes. Do you need to do that for your work? Yes. Do you need to do that for your friends? Yes. So all of these traits I'm saying, they're universal traits that make you a better human being and have you a better life. This is just the vehicle. This is not the end outcome. This is just the vehicle we use. So really, the Gorilla Platoon is all about making you into the man you need to become. The vehicle I use to do that, because how vague would that be? Hi, my name is Tom Sergey. I run the Gorilla Platoon, where we make you the man you need to become. Buy my program. You'd be like, what the fuck am I paying for, mate? Because it's so vague. Of course it is. So what we do is we use the vehicle of getting you in elite level shape so you can become that individual. In fact, this guy actually messaged me the other week to tell me, before he joined with me, so he's been with me probably nearly a year. And before he joined, he was looking to have his first child. He was doing okay with work, and he obviously looked like this. Not drastically horrendous. We did the first transformation. This was actually a photo shoot we did to him, so we got him in elite level shape. And then he did a photo shoot later with me, with my group one that we did. And he's always stayed, and he sends me update photos. He's always stayed about a kilo above photo shoot level. So always stayed in great shape. His business is like 3 times. He has now recently, as in like the last month, just become a father. So all of this sort of stuff is happening because he became the man, because he had the traits of, you know, that the guy who could have those things. What we used was the discipline through physique development. What this was really about was him becoming the man he needed to. So the reason you keep cheating on your diet and how to stop it is you need to already become the man who is able to stay in shape. It's not about, I keep cheating on my diet. It's like, you keep cheating on your diet because you're just not acting like that guy who wouldn't cheat on his diet. It needs to be a done deal in your brain. I'm not going to cheat on my diet because I respect myself enough to look after my body, so I walk around in a body I'm confident with, so I can be confident for the people around me because they need me. That's the way you need to see this. This is not just about following a meal plan. This is not just about stopping you from cheating on your diet. This is about you changing how you see yourself, your actions, and the way you act. That's what this is really about here. This is not about trying to get you to follow a meal plan. This channel, none of this on this channel is about getting you to follow a meal plan. It's about you getting to become a solid human being. Luckily, I was taught all of these things from a very young age, from the age of 17, going through a basic training to be a British paratrooper, of which I ended up having a 10-year career in the army. So luckily, I was taught this from a young age, because to be honest, I didn't really have anything else I was going to do. I only wanted to join the army, and they just brainwashed me from the age of 17, which I'm very grateful for. So they taught me all of these traits. Have integrity, have respect for others, have respect for yourself by being the best of the best, by being fit, by being in good shape, by being all over your kit and equipment, by making sure your kit looks good, by making sure your weapon's always clean. All of these traits they taught me at a very young age, I use in my everyday life. And I now, as I grow up older and wiser, I understand the value of these traits. So now I instill them in other men. And what I like is body composition. That's what I understand and know. So this is the vehicle we use to get you in very, very good shape. Or, to be fair, we've climbed some mountains recently this year with the Gorilla Platoon. So we use that as well in order to develop and challenge our members. So you keep cheating on your diet. This happens because you are leaving the current version of you, which is uncomfortable. So you snap back to who you are. You're scared to leave the old you, which is understandable because you weren't given a new character to become. So action step off the back of this. If you're serious about making change, create this new version of you. You know, get a photo of how you want to look and write down his 5 character traits. Write down how he'd live a 24-hour period and write down how he'd deal with challenges that would stop him from getting towards the goal. Because when you've got a document like this to follow, it's very easy to stay on plan and become the man. It feels unappetizing to let go of your comforts because you've got to face your insecurities. The sooner you can just get a grip and be like, fine, I'm not good at this thing, but I will be soon. That's when you will grow. That's when you'll become a better human being. And that's when you'll become the man you need to. So that's how you're going to stop cheating on your diet, by becoming the man who actually could stick to this for long enough. Thank you for watching as always. If you want us to do this for you, there'll be a link in the description. Come join us inside the Gorilla Platoon and we'll get results like this for you. Other than that, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you tomorrow.